So today is about the co-creative nature of community. And there is probably not a subject that's more important to me than community. If you haven't gotten it yet, it's really important to me. Because I believe that as the world continues, and I think it's already changing somewhat, that as it continues to go more toward the world of technology, and there's everybody doing webinars, and there's everybody doing Zoom, that at some point we're just going to miss touching each other, seeing each other, because there's something different about that eye-to-eye contact without technology in between. I don't know that you can look into someone's soul as much as you can than when you're face to face. And I'm telling you that this center was built on community. A number of the critical people are not here today, so I won't try to name names. But this center was built because there was an idea, a seed that was placed, and a number of people said, yes, we want that. And then a visioning process happened, and it happened weekly for 9 months, 8 or 9 months, I'm not clear how long it was. And on the first day of celebration, October 6th, 2002, the place was packed. It was packed. I had to ask my sons to move out of chairs and sit on the floor so people could come in. And so it was built on the love of community. Now, maybe it's easy for me to understand community. I'm one of 7. I'm one of 7, and I have 3 sisters who have 5 children. 1 sister has 4 children. I have 3. I have 1 brother who died before he had children, and 1 brother who had 1 son. And I have nieces and nephews, some that I haven't even met, all over the place. So maybe family is my way of knowing and understanding about community. But there is a saying, and it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go in a group. We are on the cusp of venturing out to the biggest thing we have done in many, many years. The Presbyterian Church is selling the property. You know that already. If not, you know now. And they've been wonderful. They say we can have a 6-month lease, we can have a month-to-month. But either of those options leaves us at the mercy of when their life works. So we have chosen not to be at the mercy of their timing, so we have been very proactive. So last week, my nephew John, my husband Neil, Dan Granda, and myself, we went to view a place that Joe Christiana found that's like a couple blocks near her house. We know what her motivation is. And we were so excited about the possibility, we were trying to contain that excitement because we didn't want to get you sucked in. We wanted to be more objective. So then, we went to the next level, and we had a practitioner meeting scheduled on Wednesday nights, and then we asked the board members and the wisdom board, and some other people received invitations. So there was almost 30 of us in the room to visit the new location, and we came to 100% consensus. I never expected that. It was overwhelming. It was lovely. It was beautiful. It was exciting. So everyone in the room said yes. Now, that yes is absolutely still contingent on a couple things, but this is how the doors are flying open. This is how the doors are doing this. We were first told it was $3,500 a month, which would have been a stretch above and beyond what we're paying now. And we thought, we like it enough that we would already entertain that. And the price of the building was $925,000 to purchase. Okay? We went and sat down with the owners. They brought it from $3,500 down to $3,000. I'm liking this. Okay? They brought the sale price from $925,000 down to $800,000. And then told us they'd hold the papers. And then told us we'd have 3 to 5 years to be able to do that because we can do a rent-to-lease agreement with them. All of this is contingent on inspectors saying the building is worthy. So we're going to do our due diligence. Please, I assure you, we are doing our due diligence. But with that, we were excited. We are excited, and we found a home. It is 3.5 miles from here. It is in Caldwell, New Jersey, which I know almost nothing about except for Calandras. Marilyn introduced me to Calandras, great pastries, great cupcakes, and, great food, great breads. That's all that's good enough for me. Now, you want the amusing part? It is literally down the block from the Presbyterian church, who is absorbing this church. Is that not hysterical? Down, literally, like a block, It is smaller than this location. So know that. We're going to have to do things differently. We're going to have to do things smartly. But we're going to have to do it together. We're going to have to do it together. When we moved in here, Marcy, you'll remember this. Where are you? Yeah. We did like a bucket brigade. We had already purchased like 100 chairs, folding chairs, for when we were, maybe it was only 50 at that point, then we bought more here. When we were at other locations, because we were in a church in a box, and every Sunday we set up and we broke down. And we set up and we broke down. Now, we didn't mind. Nobody really complained. Actually, I don't think anybody complained, because we did it as a community. We did it together. So there was no weight on any single person. Together, we were carrying the weight of the center. You ever see ants? Ants are pretty small, right? You can pretty much snuff out an ant's life in a second. But watch an ant try to carry a dead bee. Can't do it. Not even a few of them can do it. But take together a large group of ants, and you will watch them lift up and carry the weight of what must feel like the world upon the shoulders, the collective shoulders of this group. And that's how we have to be if we're going to move and continue to do what we do. Now, why? Why? I'll tell you why. And I'm going to call some of you out. Because people like Regina, who said to me over and over again in the beginning, she goes, yeah, I'm not really a belonger. I kind of want to be, but then she'd disappear. And she did that over and over again until one day Regina said, I want to belong. And so she chose to belong. And her life since then has transformed tremendously. Dana would come in and go, and come in and go, and come in and go. And then she said, no, I want to belong. And she became a member. There's Yvette and Ingrid and Olga and Joe Christiana, and I'm forgetting somebody, who have formed this friendship, and they call themselves the Chicas. Did I say Olga? Olga also. And they call themselves the Chicas, and they formulated this group, this bond. From what I know, some people are vacationing together. There's friendships happening. I was there in the hospital when Desiree gave birth to Maya, because it was called for. My presence was called for. Thank God that I was there when she slipped down that mountain. I mean, she probably would have been okay, but thank God there was somebody who loved her and was there to do what I did. When Vayu was pulling the wires apart in the building, that's all right, we're not here that much longer. Vayu came into this world 3 months early. Talk about needing prayer support. Now she's a young toddler running around, healthy. They wouldn't expect that. What was the difference? She had this prayer support. She had us doing this. Do you understand? As a community, we do a lot for and with each other. And some of you are thinking, no, I don't know, I don't really feel it. I don't really see where they are. And I ask you, have you asked? Some of you still have trouble asking for help. You know what I'm talking about? Some people still don't like to ask for help. And you think it's the community not reaching out. And sometimes you think I'm supposed to know what's going on. And I find out and I get, Reverend Michelle, did you know that? I'm like, no, I didn't know. But we're here. We're here as a community. So we have members who are invested in the ongoingness of this community. And it is critical. It is critical. So being a co-creative community means together we put our resources together, and together we soar, and together we succeed. You can succeed alone. Go ahead. Not a problem. But boy, when you succeed when someone's next to you, it is beautiful and it is potent. And with principle, and I want to reflect on something Elaine said, and especially now currently while I'm teaching the Thomas Troward class. With principle, all of your good and all of our good exists now. It exists now. There is no time delay. The only time delay is the amount of time it takes for you to believe it. The amount of time it takes for you to say it and for me to say it. So during this time of transformation for this community, we need every single one of us. We need every member, every non-member, every musician, every volunteer, every visitor. We need everybody as a group to say, together we are complete. And we are moving together. So together today, we brought to you an experience because there are lots of wonderful modalities in the world. And there are a lot of ways that communities show up together. So today, we'll have Reiki and we'll have massage. And what you're going to see on the right today, and she's going to do a presentation, is Janet London, who is the founder of the Purple Dragon Co-op. I don't know if I'm sure some of you have heard of it. I belonged like 25 years ago, but life, I just didn't continue. But I asked her to come today because that represents collaboration. That represents what happens when we come together to work. And then you're going to meet, although they're not set up yet, but in that other back table, there is going to be people from the Rockland Center for Spiritual Living talking about their honey and the honey that they sell and talking about the bees. And you'll see a video about why the bees are so important. We have to care. You and I who are awake, we must care. We must stop throwing plastic bottles in the garbage, folks. We must choose whenever possible to do whatever we can to love Mama Gaia. We must be that. Because if you and I are not going to do it, who's going to do it? Not the unawake. I don't mean that as a judgment. I do. I do. That'd be a lie. But a gentle one. Because there are people who are unawake. Let us model the behavior of kindness. Let us model the behavior of compassion. Let us model the behavior of acceptance, of inclusion. Let us model the behavior of what it's like to love the earth. Let us be that. So wake up. Wherever when you have a choice, a moment to think, do I want to walk over there and recycle? Or do I just want to throw it out? Walk. Do you go to a restaurant? Do you attend a restaurant, a small deli, a luncheonette, and you see that they don't recycle? Ask them about it. Be part of the community in a way that has it transformed because you were there. That's how we will do this as a community, collaboratively, cooperatively. Together. There are a number of other people here in this community too that I bet you haven't met. Before you leave today, Walk up to someone you don't know and say, "Who are you?" Just say, "Who are you?" Tell me who you are. Tell me who you are. Tell me about you. Tell me about your life. Be uncomfortable. Comfort isn't all that exciting. Stretching is exciting. Reaching out is exciting. Being the place where love resides, that's exciting. So this is the time where I always ask you to hold hands with somebody. Now there's a lot of space. Get up and move if you need to. Hold someone's hand. Feel the community. Feel the presence of an incredibly beautiful beloved. Feel the presence. Feel life surging through the hand of the hand that you're holding. Feel it. Together we go far. Together we can climb mountains and build a community where our children and our grandchildren can come and be fed and be loved and be supported. Let us know that together we are strong. So I recognize that one power, that one presence, that one love surging through us right here and right now. And what I know for each and every single one of us, that we have within us the talents, the skills, the know-how, natural, available, right here and right now, to transcend all limitations, to be the one where love resides. I believe in you. And I believe in your ability to be a model for good. Let us allow this community, along with every other religious science community that's doing this anywhere else in the world, let us join in consciousness right now to be the strength of transformation. I am so grateful for this possibility. I surrender this word and I allow it to be so. And so it is.
So it is.
Look at someone and say, "I know you are the place where love resides."